Well, good morning, everyone. I'm KOIN 6 Meteorologist Kelley Bayern here in the KOIN Now digital booth, bringing you a fantastic forecast for this weekend as we approach fall. So get excited. If you have any outdoor plans, the answer is yes. Do them. Pick anything, any event in town that you've been wanting to check out, maybe a new spot, heading out to the parks, all good stuff heading into this weekend. We are just getting so blessed with a nice forecast as we head into fall on Sunday and keep these pleasant conditions around. So weather topics today. Fall begins on Sunday. And again, we're going to keep just a dry and mild pattern going, maybe no rain for at least a week. And then we'll talk about a brief heat up that might happen heading into next weekend. So the first day of fall, early next week, not next weekend. So we'll talk about those temperatures in a minute. But the first day of fall, again, is on Sunday, the autumnal equinox. It is officially at 5:43 in the morning. Now, that just marks the day where we have equal daylight and equal nighttime. And that is because the sun is moving right over the equator. In Portland, we still have about a few minutes off on equal daylight and nighttime hours. So I think our sunrise is close to maybe 7:07 and our sunset is close to 7 p.m., but not perfect. But still, it is on Sunday. That's it when it is officially fall season. And we just have some great weather to go along with the new start of the season. Now, I want to share the fall transition of temperatures. So take a look here. At the start of fall, which is, again, Sunday, our daytime highs are normally in the mid-70s. So, again, we are expecting to see a big drop in temperatures as we hit the end of the season, which ends at the end of December. So, by December, our daytime highs drop to the mid-40s. So it's a big time cool down in this season. Mid-70s, that's what we'll feel this weekend. It's going to be wonderful. But by early November and the end of December through fall, we just cool down by nearly 20 to 30 degrees on average. So expect to see much chillier temperatures. It's certainly sweater season, and you'll want that heavy puffer jacket by December too. Now take a look here at the fall foliage forecast. You can see how it is still pretty early in the season to start getting those colors changing over or becoming very vibrant. It's still the beginnings of that. So you might notice some trees starting to change over, but it still is pretty green out there for us in Portland. Where we are seeing some nice colors might be around Central Oregon and Southeastern Oregon, but much of the gorge where we have a lot of trees, and also here in Portland, it is still pretty green out there, but take a closer look and you can see much of it has very low color around our area. So we'll probably have to wait until mid-October to November to see those peak colors here, changes in the leaves in about a month. So our sunrise and sunset timing as we hit fall, our sunrise again at 6:58, sunset at 7:06. So notice how they're not perfect, not exactly 12 hours of daylight and nighttime. But that'll happen a little further into the month, and we start to lose our sunset time, or it starts to become earlier and earlier. So by the end of October, that sunset time at 5:59 and our sunrise at 7:48, that is so late. November 3rd, daylight saving time ends. So we will fall back, and our sunrise gets a little bit later from where we were at that point in late October, early November, but that sunset hour, just unreal. We will see that sunset hour at 4:53, which as someone who goes to bed at 6 p.m., kind of like that. But I do feel bad for all the folks who have normal hours and, lose out on all that daylight. So sorry about that. We didn't change over those laws. We will still fall back and see very early sunset times. And likely next year too, we'll still continue with daylight saving time in March. But 10 hours of daylight by the beginning of November. We just continue to lose out on that daylight as we head towards the fall season. So here's a look at the weather now. Satellite radar showing very quiet conditions over our region. Not seeing really any storms in the region. We do have a northwesterly flow that is pushing some clouds into the area here, but no rainfall for us. From the coastline to here in Portland, it is just dry out there, and we've got some patchy high clouds out now. Those clouds might move back in through tomorrow afternoon, but I'm not seeing any rain as we head into this weekend. So again, if you have wanted to get outside, hit the park, go on a hike, this is the weekend for it. Now, today for the coast, beautiful out there. We saw a nice morning. We'll see temperatures back in the mid 60s today. Winds aren't too breezy. You might have a tough time really getting that kite up, but not a bad weekend to try your hand at kite flying out at the coastline. Just some beautiful conditions out there. Low 70s today in Portland. We've been hovering in the 70s the past couple of days. If you enjoyed yesterday, you will love today too, and you'll love the weekend. Just near repeats of the weather as we hit the weekend. Very pleasant. We'll see plenty of sunny moments, and we keep it dry. So just beautiful. And some of my most favorite weather is happening right now with these types of conditions. So get outside. Again, very mild and pleasant all up and down the valley from Portland down through Salem. Here's a quick look at our futurecast. Again, not tracking any rain. If you're out and about tonight, maybe going on a date or an event, it might turn a little cool as we hit beyond sunset. So I would grab a jacket with you, even though we stay dry, a little cool in the evening time. And we'll likely see a clear night. So also don't forget to take a look at the moon that was just full a couple days ago. It's waning now, but it still looks pretty good. That moonrise will happen right around sunset. So take a peek out, find the moon. It should be beautiful tonight. There's the futurecast through Saturday, and you can see that we are still under fairly dry conditions here. Maybe some patchy fog setting up tomorrow morning, but we're going to move back under a dry, sunny pattern. Maybe a few clouds through midday, but no rainfall in the forecast. So here's a peek at rain chances. So we're likely dry for at least the next 6 or so days. There are some models that show few sprinkles possible as we head our way into next week, but it is still really early and models are pretty uncertain about how much rain, the timing of the rain. It looks like a few sprinkles here and there at this point. So right now it doesn't look like we'll see a big time washout with any big systems coming, but a chance maybe for a few light showers again heading into next week. Here's a look at the Corn Maze forecast. If you're heading out in this nice weather this weekend, the Corn Maze is a great place to go. Family fun out there. Sauvie Island, other farms around the valley, Southwest Washington too, Washington County, gorgeous areas to go. So I would head out there. We're back in the mid 70s, very pleasant, mostly sunny. I think Sunday might be a little sunnier, but plenty of moments over Saturday too that will be wonderful to get out to the farm. So do so. No need for any rain gear out there, just some gorgeous conditions, great for photos too. Also, I just cleaned out my gutters on my house on Monday, and I felt like that was a smart move. This will be a great period to get your homes ready for the rainy fall season. So whether that's any yard work, any roof work, housework, this is the weekend for it. So get out and do that. This is, again, a good period with dry weather, great conditions Friday throughout the next handful of days here to get outside. Now the weekend forecast for the coast. Today we'll see temperatures again likely around the lower mid 60s. Saturday, a lot of sunshine out there in the mid 60s. Just gorgeous conditions for the coast if you'll be heading out that way too. So have a blast out there if that will be you. It's going to be just so nice across really most of our regions here in Oregon. So really can't go wrong with whatever you do. Here's our weather pattern though as we head our way into the weekend. We just have this mild pattern setting up. Our jet stream flowing in from the northwest. We call that zonal flow, and that tends to bring conditions back to normal for this part in the year. We're not expecting any big weather systems to attach to the jet stream and arrive in our region. It's just a quiet, drier pattern as we see the jet stream in this orientation. So we're going to keep it mild, temperatures in the mid 70s or so as we head towards Sunday and into early next week. We then start to see that jet stream ridging towards the north. So an area of high pressure setting up, possibly bringing in some very warm conditions, although briefly to Portland, but temperatures will likely spike into the 80s. So not expecting any record-breaking heat as we head our way into early next week, but look at the 7-day forecast. Temperatures, again, back in the mid to upper 80s on Tuesday. That looks to be the warmest day of this next stretch. So be ready for some heat. It, again, might feel like summertime. We do have a lot less daylight than in the June and July months, but temperatures in the mid to upper 80s on Tuesday. So yeah, a little hot out there throughout the afternoon through early next week. We're still in the 80s likely on Wednesday. And Thursday right now looks fairly dry, but I threw in a chance for showers as we hit the afternoon or evening. There are some models that are showing maybe the return of some light sprinkles. So we'll keep our eyes on that trend. Still a little too early to really know, but this is a good 7-day forecast. Today, low 70s, the weekend, mid-upper 70s. Fall starts on Sunday. Just some great vibes, this weekend with the new season coming and all the farms opening up, all the events around town, and we just have some great weather to pair with it. So enjoy getting out there, stay safe. I hope you love the weather and get some time with your family and friends and get out on the town. It's going to be so gorgeous. So that's it for my forecast. We've got Josh Cozart in at noon, and also Natasha Stenbach, our chief meteorologist, this evening. So you can tune in then again for the weather. But until then, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.